Good evening. Welcome into my home, YouTube. Hello, family and friends. I just want to say to all the wonderful mothers out there, happy Mother's Day. This is your weekend. This is our weekend. Guys, I am not cooking for Mother's Day. But I am going to cook this evening. I'm going to cook me something nice to eat, a recipe that I like every once in a while, and I am going to share it with you guys. Guys, if you haven't called your mother, call her, or call her in the morning, but make sure you call and check on mom, okay? You only get one. When I go visit my mom this Mother's Day, I have to go to the cemetery because I like to clean off her grave site and put flowers on it. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. And maybe clean out my flower beds in front of my home and in the back. And then maybe I'll go out with my kids later. But guys, make sure you show some love to them baby mamas, that wife, that mother tomorrow. And mothers, be safe, have some fun. And I'll see you on the video, guys, because we're going to get into this recipe that I have for you today. And we're going to cook that up. All right, guys, thanks for coming into my kitchen and keeping me company. And we're going to get right into this recipe, guys. Okay, guys, we're going to get right into this recipe that I have for you today. Since this is my weekend, I'm going to eat what I want to eat. For the next 2 days, I'm just going to chill and kind of have some fun with my kids and my family. And I'm going to watch my favorite movie. So I am going to cook this recipe up. And then I am going to put my tapes on and watch The Godfather. That's my favorite movie, guys. So this is just my weekend. And I'm going to do whatever mama want to do. So we're going to get right into this video. Guys, over here, I have some crab legs. And I have some garlic. About 10 cloves of garlic, and I cut it up. I got some bean sprouts. I have me some cheese here, Parmesan cheese, fresh, guys. I got some spinach that I cut up real nice. I got a lemon, because you're going to need a lemon for this recipe. And I got some olive oil. And I got a stick of butter, guys, we're going to need for the recipe. And over here I have some green onions. And you're going to also need your favorite season for this recipe. You're going to need some pasta. And instead of spaghetti, I like to use like a bigger pasta with this recipe. You could use whatever pasta you want. But I would use, if I was you, like spaghetti or a longer, bigger pasta for this recipe. So guys, we're going to get right into cooking this recipe up. And I'm going to get the water boiling so we can get this recipe going, okay? And you're going to love this recipe. If you like seafood, you're going to love this recipe, okay? All right, we're going to get right into preparing this meal, guys. Okay, guys, we are going to get into boiling our water. Well, I have some water boiling there, so I'm going to add some salt into my boiling water, guys, okay? Because we are going to put our pasta into this recipe. And we are going to cook our pasta for about 10 to 11 minutes. No longer, guys. And then we are going to rinse our pasta And we're gonna put this recipe together. So we got our water boiling, guys. So I'm gonna add my pasta into the boiling water, guys. And just lay them in there just like that, guys. And then we are going to put a little olive oil into our pot, guys. The olive oil is going to keep your pasta from sticking together, guys. Just move them around a little bit in the water, guys. Just like this. And we're going to let these boil for about 10 minutes. And then we are going to rinse our pasta in some cold water and drain it. And then we're going to come back and mix this recipe together, guys. Okay, guys, our pasta is done. We are gonna take this pasta off the stove and rinse it with some cold water. And then we are gonna melt our butter and get right into this recipe, guys. Pasta is done, guys. We're gonna add some salt. And we are gonna add some pepper to this recipe. And I like lots of pepper on my side. So then we are going to mix well. Okay, guys, and then we're going to set our pasta over to the side. And then we are going to bring that butter up, guys. And we're going to let that butter just okay, that butter is going, guys. So we're going to add a little olive oil. Into our butter, guys. Then we're going to add our garlic, cloves. We got quite a bit of garlic in here, guys. And then we are going to add, well guys, we're going to cook this garlic for a little bit, about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we're going to add that spinach in. So now that we have mixed our garlic butter together, we're going to add our spinach into the recipe. Now guys, you could use any green vegetable that you want, but this was my choice. Mix well. Now guys, this recipe takes about 5 or 6 minutes to prepare. So now we're going to add our bean sprouts to the recipe. And we're going to mix that around. We're just going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. Then we are going to add our pasta, guys, and our garlic butter. Okay, now guys, it has been about 2 or 3 minutes. We're going to add our pasta into the recipe, guys. We're going to mix that together well, guys. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to add all my pasta into this recipe. Just like that, guys. And then we are going to mix this recipe together. Mix well, guys. We got our spinach and our garlic cooking up real nicely, guys. So now we are going to add my favorite, some green onions, or you can use spring onions. They're about the same. Then we're going to mix this recipe together. Now, my crab legs was pre-cooked, guys. So we are going to add our cheese into the recipe. And then we are going to add our snow crabs, because they don't take that long to cook. And this recipe is only about a 7-minute recipe, guys. Now you could do this recipe with lobster or shrimps, but this was my meat of choice today for my recipe. So let's just move it around a little bit, guys. And your cheese is gonna melt. This is gonna be a wonderful recipe, guys. Mix well. And then we are going to come back and see how this recipe came out, guys. You'll love it. You can add as much cheese as you want to this recipe, guys. And we're going to let this recipe cook up for about, see your cheese and your spinach. Oh boy. Smells so good, guys. We're going to let this cook for about 2 or 3 minutes. Oh boy. And then I'm going to let you see how it came out, guys. A one pan deal.